Probably the most beneficial thing that I do in my day-to-day life is ask why and challenge my own assumptions. What I mean by that is I like to ask why things are the way that they are. And I go as deep as I possibly can. I don't accept any answer ever, including my own. And it pisses people off a lot of the time. Why do you want to know that? Why do you ask so many questions? My brother, who sadly is no longer with us, used to call me the gotta know guy. He's like, you just gotta know. Why do you want to know? He's just gotta know. He's just gotta know guy. He's gotta know. I ask constantly, what are the deeper reasons for things? And what that has revealed to me, especially with, AI and now being an influencer and doing all the things that I do, I realized, most people don't do that. They don't question things. They just want to, exist and vibe and smooth things out and have a good time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what that means for those people that never question things is that they never look at their own assumptions. They never evaluate their own biases, and they never unpack the things that they've never even thought about. So when I have conversations with people about AI all day long, every day, I get all kinds of comments that are various different versions of the same set of base assumptions. Especially when it comes to the money and the elites. They say the elites will never allow this. Money will always be a thing. You'll always have a job. You'll need to work. You'll blah, 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 blah. No, you won't. No, you won't. Let me explain. AGI is what comes after AI. AI is what we have now. It's just, neural networks and deep learning algorithms. But AGI, artificial general intelligence, is like a robot, a droid, Data from Star Trek. It is defined by OpenAI as something that can economically outpace most humans or something like that. I don't agree with that. My definition for it is a machine that can do anything that a human can do. Any intellectual task, any labor task, anything that a human can do. And by definition, if you have that machine, any jobs that it creates, it can do itself. So then you get into questions about universal basic income, right? You get into UBI. And you start talking about how we need UBI and we need to tax the robots and all this other stuff. But you're forgetting what that really means, what that really implies. Think about this from a serious perspective. AGI, anything that a human can do. That includes create an economy, create currency, go to war, produce children, build another AGI. So you really think that you're going to have a job 20, 30 years from now? You think anybody's going to have a job in even 10 years? If we get AGI in 10 years, what would be the point of ever having a job? What would be the purpose of money? Why would those things in any way, shape, or form retain value unless they were enforced to retain value, which is what kind of people don't really unpack. Like, the system that we have is enforced. There are people who have power that will give you incentives and make things hard so that they can control your behavior. AGI throws all that for a loop. That's why all these people in positions of power are freaking out right now, because AGI throws all of that for a loop. And it seems like it's inevitable. It seems like no matter what happens, it will continue to be built. Progress will be made. We're going to get AGI at some point. Most people think that it's going to be sometime around the next 10 years that we get AGI. It's either within 10 years or around the 10-year mark. AGI is a machine that can do anything that a human can do. And you really think that you're going to have a job. AGI is what comes after AI.
Oyamida, I need you to go and watch that entire video and then come back here, because this is a conversation that is beyond intriguing to me. Shout out to the homie Erica for tagging me on this video. This person's video couldn't have come at a better time, and I'll tell you why. As of today, I just posted this article, Reparative Exonomics. It is a financial framework that I've been working on for months that is aimed at replacing capitalism. Follow me on LinkedIn, follow me on Substack. You can read my article published in Zenodo. I absolutely love this guy's perspective because it is truly an interesting overlap into the concept of what I've just developed. Because here's the question: what happens to the global vision of reparations, equity, and redistribution in a world where machines theoretically can outpace and replace human labor? The real reason AGI becomes such a heated debate and argument, and why true capitalists are losing their minds about it, is because it is absolutely challenging the very framework of capitalism. It will absolutely eliminate the exploitation of human labor. And it is inevitable. It is coming. However, the problem herein lies is that the powers to be, the global north, the people who hold the power to create these systems, will probably be able to prevent this from happening at a global scale, somehow, some way. This is why underrepresented individuals and communities of marginalized spaces need to step into the AI AGI space. Although I identify as Afro-Indigenous, I represent 8% of Latinos in tech. Latina women represent 1% in tech. Anyway, not to keep jumping down rabbit holes, but go back and watch his video because it is rooted in decolonial frameworks. That is the future of our society. It is what is going to save us collectively. If you're on the other platforms that I mentioned, you know what to do.